So if you've been prepping for a while, you probably have something similar to this kind of display on your shelves. You probably have a whole lot of fuels for your stoves and your lanterns and kerosene and things like that. Well, today I'm going to show you a much safer and more efficient way to store fuels for those items, and I want to give a big hat tip to Alaska Prepper, because this popped up in one of his videos, and I never even thought of it, and I'm like, that's an amazing idea. Let's check it out. All right, folks, welcome back. So, as you can see, I got a whole bunch of this stuff stored. Now, here's the shocker. We're going to go into the meat of the video in a second, but here's the shocker. You look at this, and I thought, well, I got enough stored there probably for a year, you know? I mean, I don't use that much fuel. Mostly my stuff is used for my little camp stoves, you know, and I use it in the channel when I demo them, but I don't use that much. So, this was my prep stash. Actually, the two of these gone away, was my prep stash. So don't mind that one and that there. And I thought, that's more than enough, right? Oh, man, it wasn't even 5 gallons. So, needless to say, I have upped my stash. Yes, I do keep some of these separate, you know, apart in case I have to bug out, you know, one of those scenarios where you got to leave. But for the most part, what I've done is consolidated my fuels into some gas cans. And these are really interesting gas cans, okay? This is not a sponsored video. Just found these at Walmart. I'm going to give you a link where you can buy them online, but I'm certainly not sponsored by Walmart, and I think it's an awesome way to store the stuff. So you can see how much room all this takes up on your shelves. Now, I'm currently trying to consolidate my area in the garage where I keep this stuff, okay? It's a little inside room inside the garage off the back. I'm probably going to want to turn that into a live streaming kind of area somewhat. And I got so much extra stuff in there and stuff that's so old and just junk, not prepping related stuff. So I've been trying to consolidate that area, make it a little smaller, maybe get rid of a couple of racks with just stuff I've piled on them. And this was one of my projects. And I watched Alaska Prepper's video. Now this video he has, it'll be linked down below, is a video about getting ready for winter, getting ready before the first snow. And about 9 minutes and 15 seconds into the video, he shows you where he stores his fuels in a little outbuilding. And he's like, oh yeah, I've got all this stuff stored for my gas stoves. And I'm like, oh, I never thought of that. Never thought to use all this stuff in something similar to a gas can. However, these are kerosene cans. What I'm going to do is get this stuff off the counter and show you what they look like and show you about how much I filled up, not counting this one because this one's still full, with all this stuff here. All right, so here they are, and these are the gas cans from Walmart. They're actually kerosene cans, and I do have my kerosene in here. Another shocker, I thought I had a lot of kerosene, right? I'm about up to here on this one. Didn't even have 5 gallons. So what it's going to do is allow me to keep track in a little more of a visual kind of thing where I can look at it and say, oh yeah, I got about 4 gallons or 3 gallons or whatever. A little more visual than just a bunch of cans on a shelf. And it's going to be able to keep it all stored in one place, a whole lot smaller than all those cans. Now you remember all those cans on the counter, right? Except for that one, which is full. They're in here. And I'm going to show you, let me get a flashlight because it's the only real way you can kind of see on camera. At least I hope you can. I'm going to put it here. We're up to here, okay? That's where the fuel is. That was all those cans. So what I'm going to do is probably top this off to about here with that, and I'll use that for whatever I use in the channel and day-to-day stuff if I have anything. As far as my kerosene goes, it's here. I thought I had a lot more kerosene than that. Now, do I still, like I said, do I still save a couple of the smaller cans full? Yeah, of course, because if I have to grab and go, at least I'll have something with me. But this and this are a whole lot smaller than that entire pile of cans that were out there. And I thought it was just a great idea. For those of you that may be working with limited space and you don't have a ton of room, I have a good amount of room, but I also, because I do YouTube, have a lot of stuff. You know, there's lights, there's cameras, there's tripods, there's extra gear that comes in that I want to keep, maybe I want to sell. You know, I have so much stuff over there. So for me, this is kind of handy because it allows me not only to keep a visual look here and say, okay, I got a good amount stored, but it also allows me to have less room on my shelves. More room on my shelves, I mean, and less cans everywhere. It's a whole lot easier to use. Anyway, a little bit of info on these cans. I'm going to show you the label I peeled off before I made the stickers on this. These are the Scepter Smart Control kerosene containers, okay? Fast fill without spills. The reason I chose these and not gas cans, if you guys know about the new gas cans, they're a pain in the neck to get gas out of. You have to push the top down and push it in and then push it forward, and they're really annoying. With these, let me move this out of the way so I can show you. Basically, you're going to uncap it like that. You're going to push down here, or push up, I should say, sorry, and you're going to tip it forward into your whatever you're filling up. Now, when these are full, of course, they're going to be a little bit harder to do, so maybe you get a cup or a glass or whatever, and you fill up the kerosene you need, or gas or fuel you need, and just tip it over. So you're just going to tip this forward. I'm not going to open it up because I don't want you to spill. But you tip it forward like that, open it up, push down, and you're ready to go. You've got your fuel. So they're a whole lot easier to dispense with. They also have filters on the inside here. I'm going to open this one because it's a little less full and I don't want to spill anything. In here, I don't know if you can see the white. Let me pick you up and take you over. See, there's a little filter in there. So anything you're pouring in there, if there's a little bit of sediment in it, if it's kind of old, maybe a little rust from the can, the filter will catch it. Of course, you want to store as fresh as possible stuff, but you get the idea. And this is basically the mechanism here. So these run about, what are they? $24.48. That's right. So for $24, you're going to get a 5-gallon capacity. They come in blue, and I like them in blue because I don't want to confuse them with gas cans. I know there's yellow and all these other colors, but what I saw in the store were blue this day. I do have 4 more containers, actually 5 more containers of Coleman white gas can fuel. I know it's the same stuff. I didn't want to put it in with this. I wanted it all to be, this is Crown, this is Coleman. So if one goes bad, I know I didn't intermix them or interchange them or anything. So that's kind of why I did what I did. I'm going to get another one for my Coleman fuel. It's the same stuff. I just didn't want to mix it together. And I think it's great. You know, these are really well made. Scepter is a really good gas can, if you know anything about them. The military uses them. I believe they use Scepter gas cans. So this is what they'll look like in the store. Again, about $25 with tax and all. 2-year warranty, nice easy pour spout, no hassles. You just push back, tip it over, and out it comes. Okay, they got a 2-year warranty on them. They're low flow control nozzle on the front, like we said. They weigh about 2.69 pounds empty. So it adds a little weight, but again, it gives you so much free storage space. That's the coolest part about these. The dimensions on them are about 12 by 10, 15.25 inches tall, including this, okay? So I won't be able to put this back on my rack, but the whole thing was I want to get rid of that rack and just use this on the floor and maybe have a smaller rack where I put the 2 stoves that I have on there on. And I want to get rid of a lot of the older stuff. I mean, I have old preps in there, stuff I'd never even use. So I'm going to be going through that area because I'd like to eventually start doing either some live streams or some vlog kind of things, and I want that area to be set up for it. So definitely cool idea. Anyway, folks, that's the video. Do check out Alaska Prepper's video. He gives you a lot of good tips there on how to get ready for winter, for the first snowfall, and he just made it. It just caught it right before the first snowfall. And I just saw this idea. I mean, it was like a 2-second blip in there where he's like, yeah, and this is how I store my fuel for my stoves and my kerosene. And I was like, oh, the light went off in the head. Anyway, that's the video. I will put a link down below where you can pick these up on Walmart. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with Walmart. I just found them in there. Your local store probably has them too, so definitely check them out. They are very, very well made. Very thick plastic, very rugged, so definitely good stuff. Anyway, folks, don't forget to check out all our other links. Don't forget we have our My Patriot Supply link down below there, okay? That's preparewithiridium.com. I noticed last month people were real heavy on the 2-week emergency food supply. They picked up a lot of them. That's a good way to add to your preps if you already have some. Okay, it's a very easy upgrade. You get breakfast, lunches, and dinners, 114 servings, 2,000 calories a day. All the meals are in resealable, heavy-duty 4-layer pouches. 10 different food varieties and up to a 25-year shelf life. That's $127 for 2 weeks worth of food that's good for 25 years. So that's at preparewithiridium.com. You'll see the first one, which is the 3-month kit. Scroll down the second one. I think that's an amazing deal right now that they're running. It's preparewithiridium.com. Below that is our freeze-dried wholesalers link. Don't forget to check that out. Remember, my link saves you 15%. And with the prices going up everywhere, you definitely want to save some money. All right. Don't forget our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store. And lastly, of course, our Amazon affiliate store. Even if there's nothing in there that you want, just click that link and shop as you normally would on Amazon. We really do appreciate when you do that. Anyway, folks, thought I'd give you an idea today. Stay safe and stay prepared.